The whole internet is always talking about when you're in your 20s. Early 20s this, late 20s that. But I'm here to talk about that period before you enter your 20s. That period where you're officially considered an adult by law, but you're still considered young enough to not actually act like an adult. It's so sad how people never talk about the last 2 years of still being considered a teenager and how much impact it can have on the rest of your life. At 18, most people finish from secondary school or high school and enter one of the most transformative periods of their lives. But if you're being real, in Nigeria, it's usually 16 when you find yourself in university. And so many people enter this point of their lives with no one to literally guide or advise them. And they end up making some of the worst decisions of their lives that most of the time leave a mark in their identities. This is the point when most people start to figure out who they really are as an individual. You start to know and learn your true likes, dislikes, and habits, your true identity through individuality. And this is a point in your life where you can totally divert from discovering who you are and just do things and make choices because that's what society and social media has conditioned you to think is normal. You're probably also going to meet a lot of new people in this period outside conditions you're normally used to. You're going to build bonds, make friends, and even establish relationships. So many people are going to use your naivety to their advantage. And you're going to get hurt so many times, feel stupid so many times, and have so many things you may end up regretting. This is also a point where you are left to make big decisions for yourself for the first time that may shape who you become in your 20s and may map out the rest of your adult life. Which is pretty scary, not gonna lie, saying it like this. But girl, in all of these trials and tribulations, I promise you end up fine. Look at me. I'm trying. This period is what I like to call the old but not old enough era. The awkward in between before you are officially considered an adult. Legally, you're old enough to do anything you want. But at the same time, you're new to that freedom. So it all just feels foreign to you. So you don't really know what to do with it and end up doing dumb things along the line. You find yourself worrying more about the future, your new adult body, and just a whole bunch of random stuff that are out of your own control. It's a complicated time, and let's talk about it. Hi guys, if you're new, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mesel, and hope you enjoyed that monologue I gave earlier. This video, I honestly don't even know what this video is about yet. I just feel like talking to the camera and just getting lots of things out because I feel like for the past couple of months I have been inconsistent. I have just been constantly worried. Every day I have just been constantly worried about my life, about my future, about how the next 2-3 years are going to be, how I want it to look. And on even a deeper level, I've also worried about so many things that are wrong with me as a person. This year has been a year of self-reflection. I have to take a step back from YouTube honestly because a whole lot, guys, like a whole damn lot. Like becoming an adult, it's not easy. If you're below 18 and you're watching this vlog, watching this video, don't rush, slow down. I promise you there is nothing in front. There is actually nothing in front. And I feel like that's just a talk I just need to come here and just put out to all the young girls coming up, because I wish I had someone that told me back then to slow down. Take it easy, take it one step at a time, understand myself, and look at the things I'm doing and ask myself, these things you're doing, are they really things you want to do for yourself? Or you're doing these things because people expect you to do these things, or you think, okay, it's normal to do these things? Like this choice you're making, are you making these choices because you want to make these choices, or because you feel like, oh, it's a normal thing to do to make these choices? I can't even really go into detail about a lot of things, guys, but what I can say is that being 19, you guys, I'm even moved to tears just talking about it right now. My whole age of 19 was a lot of trials and tribulations, self-discovery, just personal growth that just didn't need to be put online. I honestly survived with a big case of feeling like I'm not good enough, feeling like I'm the problem, feeling like, you know, everything that is happening to me it's all my fault, which in some cases, yes, they were. But at the same time, I needed to realize that I can't control what I've done in the past. All I can do is acknowledge my faults and move on from it. Another one to just put out there, that is just the most classic case of self-sabotage without even realizing. Feeling like, okay, because you couldn't achieve something that's small, you can't achieve something greater. I feel like when you fail along the line, you can't pick up and start again. And feeling like when you pick up and start again, things should look exactly the same way it looked before you dropped it in the first place. I hope I'm making sense to you guys. But yeah, that's just honestly what I have to say. All the young girls out there that are in that awkward age of 18, 19, you're an adult but you're not really an adult. Take it easy. You're not an adult yet, I promise you. You don't know what's ahead of you. And I just turned 20 and I'm so scared. I'm so frightened because I've made so many horrible decisions when I was really younger, 16, 17, 18. I made so many bad decisions that I wish I could take back. Honestly, last year, like when I was 19, was just a year of me reflecting on all the bad choices I've made and how it brought me to the point I was at. And it really dragged me down, slowed me down. It didn't allow me to move forward. It didn't allow me to do the things I knew I wanted to do with myself this year. And I just want to put it out there that you guys, it's not your fault. Maybe you had no one to direct you. And that's okay. The frontal lobe has developed by 3 centimeters. So use that 3 centimeters and teach yourself and keep moving and keep pushing, because you cannot reverse what has already been done. Honestly, as I'm like this, I'm just making so many mistakes as the day goes by. But right now, I'm just trying to teach myself that mistakes happen and I need to learn how to be confident in those mistakes even. I need to learn how to be confident in who I am as a person and not try to be who I'm not. There are just a few things I wish someone had told me when I was 18 and 19 that would have really helped me make better choices, be confident in who I am, own up to my personality, and be who I am unapologetically. It's okay to be different. I feel so good to say that. It's honestly okay to feel different from everyone else. It's okay to feel like everybody is a certain way, doing certain things at that age, exploring certain things, and maybe you're not just exploring those things. It's okay to not be interested in those things at those age. Don't force it on yourself. Don't feel like you need to do what other people are doing. Don't feel like you need to, your life needs to look like someone else's life you're seeing online, or someone else in your class, or just someone you follow on Instagram, or someone that's just on your Snap, or just someone else. Just be who you are. Honestly, like, it's okay to be you. Honestly, it's okay to be you. Be you unapologetically. You don't need to join any stupid clique or friend group or any kind of thing that's considered cool to just fit in. It's fine to be different. It's fine to stand out. It is honestly fine. Don't be scared to say no. Do not be scared to say no. Oh my god. I feel like as I just turned 20, it's how I've been able to assert the habit of saying no and standing in my no. Back then, if I say no to something and you keep pushing, I'll change my no to a yes because you've pushed me to change it. Let your no's be no's, let your yeses be yeses. Do not allow anybody else influence you. Do not allow anybody make you do the things you know that on a normal day you wouldn't want to do. You would regret it so much, and having regrets is honestly the worst feeling ever. Maybe it's a guy, he keeps disturbing you and you're genuinely not interested in him. Say no and stand in your no. You don't need to go out to everybody. You don't need to accept every single date, and you don't need to accept every single guy that approaches you. God, I learned that the hard way. You do not need to accept every single guy that approaches you. If a guy comes and tells you you're pretty, I want to get out, tell him, okay, thank you, but I'm not interested in you, and just move on. Don't try to ever spare any man's feelings. They will not spare yours. I promise you, they will not spare yours. So don't try to spare their feelings. Let them think you're wicked. Stand in your wickedness. Say I'm a wicked girl. Okay, fine. Yes, that's who I am. Take value in your presence. Like, treat your presence in any situation as valuable. Me as a person, I am valuable, so me being seen with you is value. I do not want to be seen with you, so scrap that. You know, don't feel like you're too young to chase whatever you want to chase. I felt like when I was 18, 19, I was so scared to tap into so many big things because I was like, oh my god, it's too early, I'm too young, also I'm making the wrong choices. Yes, that's a valid argument, honestly, but especially when it's something that you feel like you're passionate about. Maybe it's a business, just start it, just do it, and if along the line you feel like it's not for you, then you can drop it. Nobody will beat you. I promise you, nobody will stop you, nobody will beat you. My love, nobody would trouble you Like, the sky is your limit. Dream. Try so many things. Look at me in my old vlogs. I doing real estate? Wasn't I doing one thing? Wasn't I doing one thing? Now I'm doing makeup. Like, I'm just doing so many other things. Like, I'm exploring who I am. I'm discovering myself. You're allowed to do that. Do not feel like, oh, you need to wait till you turn 20. Yes, it's very valid to want to take things slow, especially at the age of 18. I don't want to take a rush in things. That's very valid. If you feel that way and you need to take a break, you need to rest, fine, stand in your ground. But if you have dreams, you feel like you want to chase and you're waiting, okay, I want to do this now, but I feel like, let me turn 20 first. My dear, what are you waiting for? And the last thing, cut off whoever you feel like is not serving you anymore. Cut any friend, any person, any relationship that you honestly feel like is not serving you anymore. And if it's God's will for you guys to reconnect, later in life you guys reconnect. But if at this point in your life you feel like, oh, my friendship with this person is not how I want it to look anymore, it's not serving me, I don't feel comfortable, I feel like the things I do are not from my own free will, cut off that relationship, cut off that friendship. Anything that's not allowing you to be who you are authentically, my love, cut it off. Sometimes it's not worth working out. It's better to let go, live, learn, meet new people. I promise you, it will be hard in the beginning, but you can do it. That's honestly all I have to say to you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you're able to get a few tips from this video. And this just came here to just talk my mind, because honestly, I honestly wish someone had told me all these things while I was struggling so much. And yeah, that felt good. Check up on your friends, check up on your family. I know that this age of 18 and 19 is the craziest time of our lives, where we are discovering adulthood for the first time and we just want to do whatever. Like, you know, everybody should get out, live your life, do whatever you chooses, and not have to answer to anyone. But my dear, have someone that is older than you. That's the biggest advice I can give. In fact, this is the one thing. If you want to take anything from this video, take this one thing, you guys. Have that one person that is significantly older than you, that you are comfortable enough to talk to about anything that is going on with you and get their advice. Because honestly, anybody that has older than you, that has experienced what you're experiencing, it's not new. Life is not brand new. Everything is being recycled. Make sure you have someone at that age of 18 and 19, 20 even included, someone that you can talk to and confide in your experiences and have their 2 cents and advice. Someone that you know that, okay, this is someone that I look up to, someone that, oh, in the next few years I would like to be like. Not just any random person, just because the person older than you, okay, you ask person for help. No, someone that you look up to and you say, okay, this person has lived a good life, I look up to you, I want to be like you. Thank you for watching. Watch this point. Leave black hearts for me in the comment section. I'm so tired, I need to sleep. This is like 5 a.m. and I have not slept. I have just been overthinking my life. I just want to put this video out there for you guys, because yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I hope to see you in my next one.